sits on a smoke cloud, thinking out loud, trying to be strong
Hi.
as she cries.
Hi, how are you?
How are you, beautiful?
Oh, you? Oh, you. Oh my gosh. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. I'm so sorry for the confusion, girl. I forgot that you guys are from the East Coast. So when I thought I should have just paid attention, that's my bad. I should have paid attention to details. But I was like, oh, 1 o'clock, I got time. I can meditate and do what I got to do. And I got the email, like, oh, shit.
So. That's okay. It's okay. Honestly, as I was talking, when people were, they were coming aboard, I was talking to everybody and I was like, all right, something has to be wrong because I know your character. Okay.
Oh,
I've heard so much about you.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. So what's going on? How you doing? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I mean, like I said, I've heard so much about you. I mean, all amazing things. Okay.
So thank you.
My partner and my colleagues rave about you. So, and also, you're a woman after my own heart. We as women, we're always like, oh, we have to be pretty, right? But you know what? You are a funny woman. I've seen your skit. Okay.
You're so sweet. Thank you.
You really go for some topics too. Let me tell you.
Oh, you're so sweet. Do I? It's not intentional.
No, I mean, you're talking about relationships, you know what I mean? You bring out the conversations we don't have, or the social media skit. That really kind of hit me like,
Thank you.
I don't like to admit I'm on social media like that, but you produce these skits and I think that they're amazing. For everybody that's tuning in, again, this is the bigger picture. This is Stephanie Charles. As you know, I'm also the editor of Urban Magazine, and you were in an issue of Urban Magazine. Beautiful as you are, the cover.
Thank you so much. That was awesome. It was it was just such a great interview. I had fun, and I appreciate it. So thank you so much.
Yes. Well, we appreciate your work. So you're on. You're in the Paynes, on Owns the Paynes. You are also in Ruthless. See, I have not had a chance to get into Ruthless yet, and I want to.
It's okay. It's funny, perfect timing, because they just emailed us to let us know that we had a press release on Deadline Hollywood this morning regarding the return for the mid-season. And it's back, you guys, November 26th. What is that? Is that right after Thanksgiving? It's after Thanksgiving, right? What day does Thanksgiving fall this year? I think
it's the 26th.
On Thanksgiving. Well, there you go. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all.
You know what I mean? Like, you're sitting there, everybody's eating and caring about, you might as well,
Tune in. It's not for the kids, though. I'm not, you might just, after you eat, you might just have to go to your, alone and watch Ruthless. Definitely not for the kids. Not for the kids. It's a little dark and gritty, which I like. It's like, I love the Paynes. I had a great experience on the Paynes. This is a totally opposite story. Like, I'm telling you, like, Paynes was a family show. Ruthless is downright gritty. You'll be like, what just happened here?
So tell me about your character. Tell me about your character.
So I play Sarah, who's the wife of Andrew, who is an FBI agent who's actually undercover, investigating the religious cult called the Rakadushis. And when I tell you they're crazy, they're on another level crazy. And so I haven't heard from him in a long time. So my character, after a while, like, she's trying to get everyone to, like, what's going on. She's trying to find out what's going on. And eventually she starts taking matters into her own hands. And, it's just a lot of twists and turns and fun stuff that you guys have to watch, and I love, because I love comedy, but I love, like, drama, horror. Like, my passion is, like, horror, thriller, sci-fi, mystery. Like, that's what gets my juice going. Oh,
the intensity of it all gets you. Yeah.
I just like those type of stories. They drive me. I'm like, oh, let's go.
Well, what do you? do to get into character?
Oh, I'm
Is there
repeating
something that
that
you
because
do?
you broke up a little bit.
I broke up. Is there
Yeah.
something that you do as you get into characters? Like, are you like a? Do you have like a certain way that would like not a method actor even, but like because there's different ways that you can get into character. So, what do you do?
You said it best. There are different ways. So it depends on the approach, the character. It
Okay.
depends. Like with this one, um, of course, research. It was so fast. I'm not gonna lie. When we booked this, literally, we flew. I found out that Thursday or something. That Monday, we flew out there. That next month, following week, we have to film. It was just like pow, 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 filming so fast. But my character, my storyline is the second storyline. We had like a little bit more, like a week, to prep. So within that time, it was just a lot of rehearsals with I had great co-stars who were amazing. We respect each other, and then we work hard. So we were like, hey, want to rehearse? I'm like, I'm down. I'm such a rehearsal. Let's go. Like, really just buckle down and just like, it was just rehearsal. I mean, it was just so fast. I can't even tell you like the details, but
Yeah.
it's like a bittersweet because it was just like, oh my God, we got a lot to do. And then after it was done, literally 2 weeks later, we're like, oh, okay, I guess we're done,
Now what do we do? Kind of.
Yeah, it was a lot of rehearsals, really.
Well, you know what? Time flies when you're having fun. That's what that says.
I
That
received
means
that,
that,
yes.
you're into your work. And no, seriously, that's
Yeah.
amazing. It's beautiful. Now, I'm going to kind of rewind back a little bit for those that don't know the tidbits of, your upbringing. And okay, so I know that you were born in Boston, yes?
Yes.
Yes. And then you went to Haiti.
Yeah.
Yes, you've been to Haiti for a while. Oh my goodness, as a child, like how you had your grandparents there, you were able to have like this unit there, you know what I mean? And what a beautiful upbringing it is. When's the last time you've been back to Haiti?
Since then, I haven't been.
Your face! Like,
I was born in Boston, went out there when I was 2 years old to like 6 or 7, and I haven't been out there since.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah, everyone, because everyone that's all of my family just moved. Like my mom moved everyone out here, so
everybody moved here. I see.
Yeah,
Yep.
so like majority of my family are all out in Boston, and you know what I mean. So in the East Coast, and so I guess I didn't have any incentive to go back when all my family's out here that I know. So,
that makes complete sense. I mean, say no more. Yeah, I mean, it makes complete sense.
Yeah.
All right, and then from there you moved to LA,
Yes.
and that's where it all began. That's where it all started.
Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, that's where it all started.
So I know when you had your first, I know what you did as far as your first break, but I'd like for you to tell me about your first break.
My first break was, child. I'm letting the cat out the bag. They're gonna be like, "Ooh, how old are you, Stephanie?" That's another topic.
Hey, let me tell you something. You don't look a day over 25. I promise you.
You know what? I appreciate you. You are my best friend right now.
I mean that too. I'm not even playing.
You're so sweet. Thank you. You're so kind. But I'm grateful. Every day is a blessing. So you know what? It's a beautiful thing. So thank you. My first TV show was City Guys. I played a co-star, a cheerleader, and it's a long time ago, so I can't really remember the details of it, but I remember it was fun, and that's pretty much what I can remember. It was a long time ago. I'm like, I don't remember. I remember the audition briefly. It was a same day audition, and I went to the casting director first, and then she told me to wait for the producers. So then I went to the producers, and then I booked it. It was just like a really fast turnaround that day.
Mm-hmm.
Those days I love, because those don't happen often when you're like that fast. So.
Wow. Well, I mean, in a long way you have come since then. I mean, you are like, again, you're producing your own skits. I mean, what gives you the motivation to do them? Do you just, is it like just an idea that happens one day, or are there any,
This is
you
a
know?
funny story because I was in a group. I was in a like an acting social media type of group called Funny Dumb Chick Squad with Dimitri and Keisha and Jonesy and Chase, and we all just created. Actually, that idea came from Dimitri. He Dimitri Morantes. He came up with the skits. He's brilliant, actually, and such a talented individual. So he was really the one who's the idea behind the force and the creative visionary, and was just like, oh, I came up with this, so I came up with that. You want to try this? And some of us were like, oh, let's try this one. Oh, we'll work together. But he was like the main creator, and we will talk about it. And then if we liked it, we'll do it. If we don't, we're like, let's try something else, you know? So it was really his platform.
It looks, so you guys look like you're having so much fun when you do them. I mean, your facial expressions, I mean,
he's so sweet.
your reactions in those skits are just money.
Aww,
they're money. Seriously, like, especially when you were in one skit, you were you weren't a very good cook. Okay.
Oh.
And you were trying to feed him some food, your man some food, and he was like, nah. And your facial expressions, money. Like, it was real, you know, it was like real.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Now, I know that you also sing. I know that that's not your focus these days, but I know that you sing. I did look something up on you.
Oh, snap. What did you look up, girl? What did you look up?
I found You Said.
Oh, no.
No, but you have a beautiful voice. You really, truly do. You do.
And that was, yeah. It's a lot of stuff that went behind that one. I'm actually I'm not. Somebody else is actually going to re-sing it and take that to another situation. So yeah, it's a whole other story with that one. So
now, would you ever put anything out in the future? I mean, I know that's not your focus right now. Do you think you'd ever revisit singing again?
When I tell you that, when I tell you I'm still slightly traumatized with the music industry, I don't even think. I was doing that for a long time. I was in so many groups I can't even count. And the last group that I was in, which was my best friend, she was on there with me, and then Fee, what's up, Fee? Fee and T, Tanisha, and best girls I've ever been, you know, like one of the best outside of Nene. She's my friend too. We were in many different groups together. But when I tell you the industry is it's a beast. I'm good. Like, I don't even want to think about singing. When my agent and manager will send me on roles that have to sing, I'm like, I don't want to sing anymore, please. I just want to be in my room singing when I remember to sing, when I feel like it. But I don't want to add on the extra stress that auditions already add on with the character work and the lines and everything. And then I have to learn a song to sing. I don't want to. No, I'm good. Move past that. I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, the industry has its way of, not all the time, but a lot of times, taking something you thoroughly enjoy, and once it turns into a job, it's a whole another story. So I can understand.
Yeah, it's a whole other story. We could talk about it for a whole other interview for next time of all the stuff that we experienced.
But I want to bring something else up that you mentioned. You mentioned that you love horror. That you love horror.
Yes, I do.
Okay. So please explain. When did you first realize that not only did you love to watch horror, but that you wanted to make movies in that way, and why?
Here's the thing. It's a journey. Ever since I was a kid, I could remember my sister, my brother, and I would go to the laundromat. This was in like South Central, and the owner of the laundromat would always put horror movies on there, and we would watch it while we were doing our laundry, and we were just like, oh. You know, and I think that had a lot of influence because I was speaking to my sister not too long ago, and I didn't realize that she loved horror too, and she remembered that. So I think that had a lot of influence. I think I've always wanted to do horror, but you know, as you get into the industry and you see you see Black folks in those movies, and they're like.
We're gone
in 10 seconds.
In like 5-10 minutes. That's it. It's about the first one's dead. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So I just didn't know if I've always wanted to, but I wasn't honest with myself. I'm like, well, I just do drama. That's the role that Black, you know, that's what we're allowed, whatever. But I think the last 5 years, a lot of self-work, a lot of spiritual work, a lot of believing in myself and trusting myself, and you know, just because that was the thing that people assume Black folks were going to, that doesn't mean I can't change it. That doesn't mean another Black person can't change it, and we're the leads. And thank God we have it's changing now. Thank God we have Misha Green, we have Jordan Peele. That's like changing the narrative, you know. And I definitely want to be one of the creators who are changing narratives and having not only Black people, but just diversity as leads in these type of genres instead of just comedy and drama.
Yeah.
That we grew up in. Yeah.
An adventure, horror, you know, we're superheroes now. You know what I mean? Like our faces should be ever present. You know, we have been hidden for a very long time and given sub roles or being caricatures of our culture. So no, I get it. I agree, and I commend you for stepping out, you know, because you know, in the industry it can kind of sweep you up into this little bubble that of what they want you to be. You know, so I think I commend you for that. I do.
Thank you.
I do. Now, do you think you'd ever produce your own horror? I mean, what's your favorite movie? What's your favorite horror movies?
Where do I begin? Where do I begin?
And it's Halloween too. It's Halloween.
Oh man, what you say? I know it's Halloween. Is that what you said? I missed that. You said it's Halloween.
Yeah, it's Halloween.
Perfect timing. The Omen, the original, The Omen, Dead Silent, Annabelle 2. The list could go on. I mean, you know, I love me some James Wan is amazing. I would love to work with him. Jordan Peele is on a different type of creative horror, psychological type of. I would love to work with Jordan Peele. Like, but The Omen, hands down, is like I love that.
Your favorite?
And
so
Annabelle
it's like
too. Annabelle too.
It's like the movies. It sounds like that have to do with like energy and evil and you know what I mean, and not more or less. It's not blood, guts, and gore. Not blood, guts, and gore.
I hate gut. I don't like. Honestly, I don't like horror movies that's just killing just to kill. Like I don't care about it. I could love a horror movie without the killing. It's really about the story and the build up and like why is this happening? What is this thing? Who is this person? What's their story? Not the killing. I don't. Yes.
You like the cerebral. You like the cerebral horror movies, the ones that require thought. You don't like just the blood, guts, and gore.
No, I could care less about that. I just like the tension. I mean, you still have to do the build up and the creepy and the oh my God, what's that? But I still want to know why it's happening. Like I just want to know the why. What's going on?
Yes. Yeah. Now, do you think you have any ideas on maybe if you were to produce your own? What your storyline would be?
Girl, time is on it. Listen, where do I begin? I just got incorporated actually, so I have like these 2 business
good
partners.
For you! Congratulations.
Thank you. I have these amazing business partners called Charles Morton Grant is our company, and Brandon Moulton and Steve Grant. They're my 1/3, the 2/3 of it, and we're writers and create. They're mainly the writers. Like they really sit down and write. And we're producing, and we have like 2 horror fantasy thriller series that we're working on. And then and then I have one with Troy Skinner and Alex Miller that I'm playing a lead. It's a sci-fi mystery movie that I'm producing. I'm so excited about all three of them.
Yes.
And then I'm working with Dimitri on this little short horror about a psychic. So yes, girl, I'm busy.
You're busy. She's like, I'm already on it.
I'm already on it. I already got things lined up.
That is what's up. That's what's up. Oh my gosh. You know, there is a lot going on right now. I mean, on a political and social level, I know we kind of touched base on it just as far as the industry is concerned and what they want us to look like and appear to be. You know, did you go vote yet?
Girl, just as you saw, I ain't playing. I am not playing. I was like, should I drop it off today? I'm not playing.
Yes.
I got my ballot right here. Or should I just wait till the voting office opens? Because everywhere opens tomorrow. Today's Thursday, so it opens tomorrow, the 30th. And drop it there to make sure that it's secure and it's at the job. I don't know. I haven't decided if I should just drop it off today or wait till tomorrow and drop it at
but you got it there. It's waiting. It's ready to go. That's what's up. You know, it's crazy. I just went out and I voted yesterday. I stood online for about an hour and 20 minutes. I mean, you know, a little longer than last time I voted, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. I mean, people are coming out in groves, and it is time that we really vote. We have to vote. I keep, you know, trying to impress that.
Listen, I haven't been this nervous about an election in a long time.
Ever.
I voted, but this one is like, got me on my... I'm like, oh, snaps, come Tuesday.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a bit like, okay, what's this?
Look at here.
Like
it's a horror movie.
Real
like
horror
like it's a horror movie. I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, oh God, what is the answer going to be?
Oh, man.
You're right.
So I'm on it. I ain't playing. We got to vote. We have to vote.
Yes. Everybody out there, if you haven't. That's right. That's right. We'll go out there and vote, everyone.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Absolutely.
So, is there something that you would like to tell any of the fans out there watching, or do you have anything special you want to share? Something goofy, even. You got something silly to share?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I just always
feel like we touch every topic.
Yeah, I know.
Almost every topic. I don't know.
But yeah, so I mean, thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you for inviting me. This was a great conversation. Thank you so much. It was very nice meeting you.
Yes, likewise. Likewise. Thank you so much. All right. And everyone, again, tune in to the Paynes and Ruthless is coming.
Ruthless, November 26th on Thanksgiving.
November 26th. That's right.
Hi,
tune in.
What's up? Oh, it's so sweet. They joined.
I know. They're all joining and saying hi and spreading some love, and that's what's up. All right, love, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Thank you. Go back to meditating and doing what you need to do. All right?
All right.
All right, bye.
She sits on a smoke cloud, thinking out loud, trying to be strong as she cries through her song. She is lack of blue.